everybody. I am Mrs. Blake. I'm the counselor here at Central. I'm also the moderator for our chapter of the National Honor Society, along with Mrs. Petrie, who's been a tremendous help to me this year. We welcome you to the 2024 National Honor Society induction ceremony. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as new members of our NHS chapter. For current members and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. The NHS was established in 1921 by the National Association of Secondary School Principals as a way to acknowledge students for their high academic achievement and to encourage the development of certain characteristics that are important for a meaningful and productive society. The ideals of scholarship, leadership, service, and character were set forth by the NASSP and are as necessary today as they were in 1921. It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the Stella chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as standards for the society for which they are: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Current members of our chapter will now review these qualities for the candidates. We will begin with scholarship. Representing the ideals of scholarship is senior NHS member Kate Tiu.
Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. In the words of Indian philosopher Krishnamurti, he says that there is no end to education. It is not that you read a book, pass an examination, and finish with education. The whole of life, from the moment you are born to the moment you die, is a process of learning.
Now representing leadership is senior Thomas T. Reinkars.
Leadership should exert wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a meaningful and substantive charge to each of our members. Plato, one of the most influential Greek philosophers of his time, commented on leadership, saying, "Only those who do not seek power are qualified to hold it."
Representing Service is Senior Summer-Ann Roth.
Service can be established in the routine of day's work, where many opportunities arise to help others, both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition is the quality we seek in our membership and promote for the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow. The Lorax once said, "Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better."
And now, representing Character is Senior Leodin Smith.
Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us our individuality, our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is the force of character that guides one through life and once developed grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others, to be rather than to seem. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character. As Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Character is higher than intellect. A great soul will be strong to live as well as to think."
It is the hope that these four principles continue to remain the standard to which you hold yourself long after this induction ceremony. So at this time, will the new inductees please rise? I ask that you raise your right hand and repeat the pledge. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands, and will maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Thank you. Candidates, you may be seated.
ask that our new members please step forward as your name is called to receive your tokens of membership. I would also ask that current members Thomas Komorowski and Haley Weir assist in the pinning of our new members. Nathaniel Barrick. Ryan Blair. Gianna Blake. Caitlin Blake. Emily Blatt. Emma Blum. Avery Booth. Isabella Brown. Sophia Connors. Isabel Cox. Vaughn Krall. Tyler Dean. Vincent DiCarlo. Mia DeBias. Caroline Foster. Josie Frizzell. Dominic Janangeli. Annabelle Greenlee. Alexa Griffin. Ava Hansen. Lakin Howard. Hayden Jones. Reagan Jones. Brady Kerr. Sydney Cabasco. Rebecca Krofchek. Samuel Lynn. Ivaniel Lopez Prianti. Aiden Lucas. Hajiani Marin. Misha McGee. Braden McReith. Luke Miller. Xavier Millhouse. Devin Moore. Odell Kamari Morgan. Alexander Nanny. Riley Andraco was ill today and she couldn't be here, but she is also being inducted into the NHS today. Brooke Porter. Madeline Potts. Richard Roberts. Angelina Robricht. Mason Schmidt. Samara Scott. Hazel Tadich. Luke Tiu. Zach Vitlip. Let's give the official members of the 2024 Stella Maris chapter of the National Honor Society a round of applause. I would now like to take a moment to also recognize our 2023 inducted members of the Stella Maris chapter of the National Honor Society. If they could all please stand for a moment. These members have maintained the required cumulative grade point average and have continued to prove themselves as leaders with honorable character. They are also continuing to serve our community and are positive role models to the students of Central Catholic High School and beyond. Please join me in thanking them with a round of applause. On behalf of the CCHS faculty and staff, we thank you, the parents, guardians, family, and friends of the inductees for continuing to support the outstanding efforts of these students both inside and outside of the classroom. And we thank you for attending this induction ceremony. I would also like to thank Mrs. Petrie and the faculty council members who assisted in the careful and thoughtful review of our new inductees this year. We ask that each of you here today please keep all of our students in your prayers as they continue their journey at Central Catholic High School and beyond. I'd like to now welcome our principal, Mrs. Sancombe, to offer a few closing remarks. And just so you know, a group photo will be taken after Mass today of all of our new members, and I will email that out to all the parents, so you will not miss out on that opportunity. We will get that to you later today, okay? Mrs. Sancombe?
Good morning, everyone. That was very nice, thank you. It's always wonderful to come together as a school community to celebrate our students, and today is a special day because these students who are newly inducted are upholding those characteristics of and the pillars of the National Honor Society, but they also reflect our mission to think and act like Christ. The pillars of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. And so it is something that all of our students strive to be and should be striving to be. And so today is really a special day. Congratulations to our new inductees. And we look forward to you continuing to uphold those pillars of the National Honor Society and upholding our mission to think and act like Christ. We welcome all of our guests today. It's always wonderful to come together, as I said, to celebrate our students, but also to celebrate our faith. And so, as we do every year, we have our National Honor Society induction along with the National Honor Society Mass. to recognize these students and all of our students in our school community. So thank you for being here, and we will begin Mass.